when I got better from the mumps. Yes, my swollen nut and neck shrunk, but though subtle, I can smell distinctly. Some sick and swollen stink still to this day stays with me. Inert to some dumb tart from Illinois in a shirt that says I heart Michigan boys, but it's oi, still steel as a goy's gut. Oh, so concealed in the crease, but slow pitching like a Vatican priest to be pope. What? Dope. So every morning wake up with hope, and at night fall asleep at the end of your rope, alone pretending to cope.
As ill as I am, but with all that's will I'll yell. Good God, what the hell, what the fuck? A white dove on the hood of a 2-ton truck.
It took me 30 years to learn my patterns, just for shit to turn weird in my return to Saturn. I feel the freezing creep of greedy sleep sneaking in again. I'm dangling. Oh, I don't have to pull a shitty fortune from dessert like the piss poor son of a serf to know what I'm worth. I know what I'm deserved of. A freaking dirty dove dead in a bag of bread from a sellout club. But will you spell out love in the lashes life serves up, or am I just a red bump in the rash of cash worship? Lord, huh? What's up?
As ill as I am, but with all that's will I'll yell. Good God, what the hell, what the fuck? A white dove on the hood of a 2-ton truck.
Brief is the life of that bird who brings your secrets, your deepest beefs and desires through its beak in a minor squeak to be heard. Its meaning complete, no need for words. It might not last more than a week, and if this my final trip it be, Lord take me quick, let me see ye, and please heed the needs of my family.
As ill as I am, but with all that's will I'll yell. Good God, what the hell, what the fuck? A white dove on the hood of a 2-ton truck. With mangled fingers I play it and say it plain in my octaves with all that I've got, for all that I'll not have. And cursing back to the Big Bang in slang they sang. As ill as I am, but with all that's will I'll yell. Good God, what the hell, what the fuck? A white dove on the hood of a 2-ton truck. Strawberries on your birthday, Shirley. The shit I said to hotel managers haunts me. Pallbearers of the first string ready, discreetly gather in the second floor hallway, and I am not okay, boys. No, I am not okay. No, I am not okay, boys. Itching like an intern with a sunburn, for what a stone unturned covers. I don't wear rubbers and I don't wear sunscreen. I wanna heat my hide, not hide under something, and I am not okay, boys. No, I am not okay. No, I am not okay, boys. Your mom, she sits while her hair is in curlers,
am not okay, boys. I'm something unheard and bound under harbor sound, but my words are heard loud when I'm on the mound, and with the vocal duress of a lone thrush in a bush. That's a quote from a book of my local press push. The doctor of ramble and word scramble from the land of Procter and Gamble and cop scandals, rocking soccer socks and sandals like yeah bro, talking crude a tad too verbose and way too close. I'm colder than most, older than the youth, always under oath and sober in the booth. One man's filth is another man's truth, big mouth filled with one long tooth. Do you all, when you find yourselves in your late 20s, wanna make money? Do you all, when you find yourselves with 310s, you gladly any on the wind? The crucible's proof and fire fused, poof with the liar's views under my skirt up. Dude, you wanna peruse the tattoos you heard word of? Any excuse I can use to move my shirt off. Girls used to fawn over my locks to kill. Now the curls are gone and I'm on minoxidil. I'm in decline, but women like be jocking still, cause I rhyme with skill and talk so chill and youthful. Bird dog in the mating yard, to be truthful. Quake 89 trading cards with me too, so 3 white felt gloves are crucial. Yes, the one left, one right, one neutral. Do you all, when you find yourselves on stage running for fame wanting? Do you all, when you find yourselves well known, you learn you're only more alone? I can't sleep in rental cars or airlines, yo, and so I keep the deck of cards for downtime. The road another solo Christmas and Valentine's. No, it's not the hobo's wish list I had in mind. And when I'm free off a mission, I'm sorta like filled with ennui, indecision, and more strife. Lifelong bouts with depression, lone fights down in the town of unheaven. I'm fine in time though, standing with the will to start a bike uphill with pride ringing the bell and riding straight out of hell. But waterlines fine like ink from porcupines, quills are etched beneath my skull, but that's all. Do you all, when you find yourselves in the late morning, come awake yearning? Do you all, when you find yourselves amongst friends, attempt to blend in with the men? I'd prefer to be some unknown with a sports car than pen the dumb pun poems as a poor star. You wanna just come home through the courtyard, your son run to greet you with a perfect report card. I've seen my shadow make the grass not grow, in a strange approximation of my sorrow. So I know I'm framed in pain to see. But here the maid does come before I show, and after I go. And she has not seen me. No, she has not seen me. 'Cause I am obliterated. Get close and be frustrated. Why am I obliterated by the end of the night? Whoa, the take the cigarettes slow and watch them go. By the rise of the sun, they'll all be gone. And they have not seen me. No, they have not seen me. 'Cause I am obliterated. Get close and be frustrated. Oh, I am obliterated by the end of the night. Whoa, the end of the night. Whoa, the end of the night. Whoa, the end of the night. These days I'm gonna tell you all just what I am. Gonna tell you all just what I am. These days I'm gonna come to terms with what I am. I'm gonna come to terms with what I am. Tongue gone dumb from disuse at some numb young sea scums post. Bottle after bottle after bottle out sent cold, filled to the cork with uncrackable code. So good through the years and nights went that its alphabet was even forgotten. Me, I'm head vessel for a fleet of tears out on my old man's bones parole. Under sail only for a hole to hell to fill with handfuls and handfuls of lucerne dust, or plug up level really with anything other than us, and then to toss a dusty rug over. A kingdom of light I wish tonight to fall witness, but victim to a spite that might incite sickness. I sit thin and pretend and through it write hymns, tight-limbed in white English as my one and trite business. Light as a nice fat rice sack boiled in water, out farther than the house of my father, waiting in the sitting room of yet another doctor. I taste what little bit of roots this winter has to offer, and without a son or daughter to shoulder the debt, alone with the past and prone to regret, dreamt my death by a knife on a path in Burnett, but under the bedspread I'm younger than dead yet. Lost in translation. Even an opal heart hopes all night in the bright biting strobe lights and bitter cold, as the living set up to a long white joke told through sun up till the bones and bodies spun around them fold. Hopes all night through the old lone fight in the bright vast cold, but there's no punchline by this told whack joke, for all one's life is surrounded till the black hole and bodies spun around it fold. I figure I'll be fine in time, Penny. I figure I'll be fine in time, Penny. But find always the devil's lined up, waiting to leap inside my mind, Penny, to seep inside my mind. See the secrets and lies Wanted an effigy of me so true it bleeded. Each hair a filament of glass formed while heated. Assumed you'd see bright blooms and fruit trees with the root things weeded. What your new scene needed, so that's what we did. What was unclean was played and sung, then framed and hung till lame and numb, and then repeated. Cause that's when the fame will come and the game is won and your name is rung in every ear like a secret. I gotta keep my distance to withstand the silence of you missing when you're not there to listen to this nonsense. Keep my distance to withstand the silence of you missing when you're not there. Now I'm pushing past 30. If I bow out as the years close in, abandon my sound man and band and them, I'll give no blushing curtsy to the proud shouts of close kin. I ground it into ground and then some friends just drop a dusty curtain on the loud crowd when the show ends, and end the whole thing where no man found me. I'm so fucking thirsty in that cold cloud only on my own and lonely where sin surrounds me. I gotta keep my distance to withstand the silence of you missing when you're not there to listen to this nonsense. Keep my distance to withstand the silence of you missing when you're not there. Men and women might yet quote his modicum of the truth, but never will they get right close to Jonathan Avram Wolf. Cause I gotta keep my distance to withstand the silence of you missing when you're not there to listen to this nonsense. Keep my distance to withstand the silence of you missing when you're not there. A man who thirsts for milk in the unwed regions of his mouth and finds nothing but sand in an old red pail from his youth that he's long since ceased to recognize, hanging heavy by a crooked tooth. Will always thirst like that. Yeah, he will thirst like that always. He will always thirst like that. Yeah, he will thirst like that always. Hidden down in a pile of smoke of old movie posters, G4 motherboards with 90s porn in their cache and burst trash mixed in with the light floating paper ash, and rest is only just some more smoke rising. No fleeting omen for your eyes, only waiting. No ancient mystic spirits writhing or translucent sage ghosts calmly speaking truths. No, you will always thirst like that. Yeah, you will thirst like that always. You will always thirst like that. Yeah, you will thirst like that always. The last black cowboy, careful to never utter howdy or draw fire, keeps his last crisp Stetson in a locked drawer at his father's house, unworn still in its box, and he will
Indisputable histories of Christmas, playing possum in a P.O. box with the key I'll receive in good time. Or vague, indefinite afterlife scenarios on loop, laying true, unnoticed, deep in the rustiest back silos of my mind. No, I know with no uncertainty that I'm uncertain and I don't know. I know with no uncertainty. Kevin's cancer said, you say I should pray that you'd have of hay would stay above me, but for all this chaos and dread, I need not one cloth on my head to hold it all in with. And so I go without a care, head bare, and somehow I'm still here. Lay your mother's dread in her grave, save her the gift and behave in its midst. Oh, I know with no uncertainty that I'm uncertain and I don't know. I know with no uncertainty. Kevin's cancer said.
Keep your producer guessing when you're in the booth confessing, and say it was mostly fiction. If they ever come to get you, better bet your bottom dollar on the spirit, son and father, that I'll spit and shit and holler. Yeah, cause I'm my mother's daughter. Be warned, my temper burns like a ginger bloke pugilist, unconcerned. I never learned to swing elbows or use my fists. Trying to live and let live and focus. Invest in problem markets, but killers on a road trip. His text says not with carcass.
From the backs of 10 flyers and pen, the guilt-racked liar pretends to confess.
When I was a little fat kid, I'd throw fits and punch doors. My frame is the same, I've just thinned, I want more. Down pinned on the floor, trading places with my shadow. A pallid sallow corpse for a rising hell to swallow. Fully unarmed or armed under the robes with a staff only, or unarmed fully under the robes through the ribs and inner body. But for a bulging lung of poison poised to voice its cuts. And what's worse, of course, the sick and bily guts.
From the backs of 10 flyers and pen, the guilt-racked liar pretends to confess.
They asked him whether he was sane and if he'll ever kill again. Take half a clever lawyer's brain to link the weapon to the man. Bitter thoughts, liver spots, or bash your skull on river rocks. Love you lot, sign mom with hearts, OXOX on a Hallmark card.
On the backs of 10 flyers and pen, the guilt-racked liar pretends to confess.
is anything but this. The dying wish of a dinosaur's dish, of no use a shitty gift like a single slipper. I go diffusing city quick like the Little Dipper. She's cute with little titties and a sense of humor, but to tell you the truth, sir, I pity the poor fool. Her, fruitless in the holster and clueless in a kiss. I'm older than death, vulgar with unfresh breath. During sex I might put us in some joke positions, but it's scary, always how we end up in mission. Airy like the daring men who fight to submission, barely conscious there to care about the split decision. Your sour thoughts, you wield at me, you wring out your melon, but it yields only drops like an unripe lemon. All a man can understand's your bad intentions. The less you talk, the more you draw and seal an ending. Keep leafing through the glossary, sitting there puffing weed, telling me repeatedly all the things you wanna be. The thug's just a boy, wants my money in the bags. Is your love but a ploy like Bugs Bunny and drag? I leave my lungs open, exposed to the whole crew, while you sneak a bump and smoke cloves in the coat room. Itching like a local hoe, wishing like Pinocchio. The wind is at my back anew, but still I feel the lack of you. Oh, you were so heavy in my heart, boo, that soon no longer could my true heart hold you. And like the angular Etruscan tchotchke, my mom got me at the Met gift shop in 92. Tearing from the brown paper bag, I kept it in when it was new, after I left it overnight and it was wet with dew. It sounds blue and shitty, but of course, kid, like the little skinny bronze horse did, you fell through. You were like a buoy I put down in open ocean, but with no cross staff and no compass in my possession, and too far out for a lighthouse to provide discretion. How could I presume that you divine direction? Must have patience, accept no imitations, take no paper hearts and fucking hate carnations. Though my home is vacant, yeah, I'm lonesome while I wait. That's no open invitation, mate, to hope we make acquaintance. The long walks home from the laundromat, in Pop's holding Caulfield hat, alone, lost for certain, dry and pent, dead bent like a merchant ivory gent. Yes, to yet get a spouse and kids have a house full, but I'm hard to be around and sterile as a roused mule.
Preemptive nostalgia of the possible but doubtful.
Preemptive nostalgia of the possible but doubtful.
Of you.
I'll hold my own death as a card in the deck, to be played when there are no other cards left. I'll slip into the ocean unnoticed and notify no one on no notarized form. Enter slow on a hot summer morning, like that one-legged locksmith in Coleraine. But I'll hold my own death as a card in the deck, to be played when there are no other cards left. As time drags on and I thin and whiten and my beard grows long, I might look like Walt Whitman, all sunken-eyed and dry and without pigment. But I wanna be spry as a newborn kitten, and I'll hold my own death as a card in the deck, to be played when there are no other cards left. I wanna open like the bay does to the ocean, with an equal portion of every emotion, or soldier forward and be hard as a flat board, with the heart of an approaching asteroid. Let go and ride like a cat's toy in a dryer. Stay true to my matter like a brick in fire. Wrapped in my long years like a spool of wire. Unspoiled by the foils of fame and desire. So I'll hold my own death as a card in the deck, to be played when there are no other cards left. Hold my own death as a card in the deck.